So what I have found over the last 22 years that I have been teaching is that children are generally needing to find a place of greater calm. There's a lot of anxiety out there, and children are appearing to be very full of experience and overloaded and overburdened. And I find that at Polaris, there is that opportunity to provide some healing for that, through certainly in the kindergarten. And I do see it carrying all the way through, paying very close attention to the rhythm of how the day unfolds, and paying really close attention to when children do need an opportunity for some inward reflection when they're older, or even just a sense of being still and quiet when they're younger, and then following that by something where they really are truly expressing themselves through their play or through movement or through an artistic activity that requires them to be more out. So paying attention to these things, having fairly simple physical space again, allows for them to have sensory impressions that are not overly, that are just not overloading them from a sensory point of view. And the types of activities too, whether it's, storytelling and puppetry and working quietly with their hands, handwork, all of these things are allowing the children to connect both, once again, with their feeling life and also with their hands, and engaging their thinking so that they really have a balanced experience. And ultimately, through all of this, that they gain greater awareness of themselves. And also the relationship of the teacher to the children, I find, is one that can bring a real sense of safety and security to children. And I think much of the anxiety that we're witnessing today, the rising anxiety with children, can come from them just not feeling that sense of security and so on in the presence of adults. So as Waldorf educators, we're really tasked with being very centered and grounded and fully taking responsibility of the space and the activities, so that the children can feel that the teacher is taking care of everything. And they are then within those boundaries, they are allowed a lot of freedom of expression, but that they are being held. And I find that support, and that changes as the children get older. Of course, a teacher, as the children get older, plays more and more with this idea of really loving authority, which means bringing boundaries and limits with kindness and warmth. But that shifts as the children get older.